Hey guys, Figurecraft here, and I'm back. I've got this deck house right here all prepped and ready to go. I even did my little trick where I put the plastic in behind the windows to give it that window effect, like it's got windows. I touched up the board, got it painted again. Trying to show it here. See if I can get the light closer. You can see that how it's got the glow in there for the windows. I went around touching up things. Same thing here. And then, if I can show it to you, you can see right there the pieces of plastic that's been glued in place. They're in squares all the way around inside there. And then eventually the reflective tape will go over top of that, because I'm pretty sure this thing's going to have a reflective tape, because when I lit it up on the ship, you can completely see through these walls. It glows like a really bright yellow color. So I'm pretty sure they'll give us some reflective tape later on for that little deck house. But in this issue, we are going to be doing more lifeboats, and this is issue 52. So, getting our parts that we need. We got another cable in here. The LED board's not in here because I already went ahead and put it into the ship. I will show that of where I put it. Basically, it's right here. It goes at the very back, and it's this LED board right here that I went ahead and fought with and put it in. So it'll tell us to put that in this issue, which I've already done it. Not the easiest thing to do, but I'm getting the hang of putting them in there now. Alrighty, flipping through the book. I'll be going over these books at a later date. But flipping through the book, we are now going to be doing more lifeboats and lighting. And step 1 is telling us take one of the lifeboats, 52C, fit the tarpaulins with holes 52F on the lifeboat. Insert one of the block gears 52K into each of the holes in tarpaulin 52F, circled above right. Do not use any glue at this stage. A tarpaulin for the second lifeboat will be supplied with a later issue. The tarpaulin without holes is not needed. Okay. So we're going to start with the lifeboats. So I'm going to go ahead and dump that out. That's the tarpaulins with the glass. And this right here is all of our little parts. Now I need this open. Go ahead and get those out. Okay, so the first thing we got to do is take one of these lifeboats, and we got to take a tarpaulin that has holes in it, which is right there, and we're going to insert the tarpaulin over top of the lifeboat, making sure that it snaps down like that. We're going to use the two ropes that are straight. Let me focus you. We're going to use the two ropes that are straight like this. And we're going to insert one. We're going to insert one there. And we're going to take the other one that's straight. And we're going to insert it there. And there we have a lifeboat with the ropes. And you can see I painted mine just like I did the others. So that part's complete. And that's what it wanted us to do. And it told us that the other tarpaulin is not needed. But we do have another lifeboat here, so what I'm going to do until the time comes to use it so I don't lose it, I'm going to go ahead and put this tarpaulin onto this lifeboat. Even though it probably doesn't go to this one, I'm just going to do it. That way I do not lose a tarpaulin, and it's on the lifeboat, and then when the right one comes in, we'll just simply unsnap this one from this boat and put it on the correct one. So, just give me a few seconds here to fight with this. There it goes. Now that one's on there where I won't lose it. So, we're good there. Step 2. Take cutter 52D, the smallest of the 3 boats supplied with this issue, and the 2 block gears 52I and 52J. Check how the block gears fit into the holes at each end of the cutter. Glue in place as shown. So these are going to be glued, and these are the ropes that hang it off of the side of the ship, just like the other one that we put together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my Loctite power gel. I'm going to put some power gel on to this part when I can get it to come out of the bottle. Rub it in there. And then we're going to insert this part into the lifeboat. So it's basically just going to set in the lifeboat. Nothing really special. So I'm working with it right now. So a little wobbly, but when it dries it'll be unwobbly. It's going to sit in the lifeboat like that. Then I'm going to do the same thing for the other side. And these are curved at an angle. That way it'll hang off the side of the ship at an angle. So putting the second one in. Make sure that it's fully in there. And this thing ain't sticking to my hand, because that's what it's wanting to try to do right now. Just like that. And that's how those are going to be set. So that is the cutter with its strings. The next part it tells me to do is the LED circuit board that I told you I done did. Take the boat deck and carefully position it so that you can access the underside. Identify the position of the LED strip 52B on section 49B of the deck. Fix one side of the strip beneath the tabs, then fix the other side in place using a flat screwdriver to gently lever the tabs if necessary. And then we're going to go to the last page, which we are now putting the davit together. take the davit arm 52H and the base 52G. Glue the two pegs on the arm in place as shown. Fit the pegs on the base of the davit into the holes in the middle section of the deck. 44B. Note that one peg is larger than the other to assure. It literally says that, larger that the other. It doesn't say then. That's weird. That the other to ensure it faces the right way. When you are happy with the fit, glue in place. Okay, so looking at the way it goes, okay. So we're going to take the davit and the arm. And I'm looking in my book real fast. Okay, so it's going to go this way. And then it's going to basically say, here's a dry fit. Yeah, like that. So it's going to go like that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my Loctite gel control super glue, and I'm going to put some glue onto these two little pegs that goes to the davit. Then I'm going to insert those two pegs in place. Just like that. And you can see mine's got the gold bar that I painted in there. So that's the davit assembled. Step 5. Well, let's see. Okay, it tells me to glue the davit in place on the main ship. Okay. So I'm gonna get the captain's front, which is right here. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to hang the other lifeboat. You see it on the other side? I'm going to hang this lifeboat we just built, the cutter, off the edge of the ship on this side. I just got to find their locations and get them in. And once they find their locations, they just go right in. Now we have a cutter hanging off of both sides of the ship. So we got that done now. I'm still not quite sure if this lifeboat would go here. To me, it probably don't, because it seems a little bit too big. So there's probably another boat that we'll get later on that will fit there, because there is a boat that's supposed to go here. Or unless this ain't being held off far enough because we ain't got the walls yet to hold it the right way. But we're getting there slowly. We'll figure it out. So I'll put that back up there now that I got the cutter on that. And then I'm going to bring up the main big deck piece right here. And with this one, this is where the other davit's going to go. You see the davit over here? It's the opposite davit to that one. So that davit is going to set right there. So let me look at the holes, because most likely we'll have to drill them out or carve them out to get the davit to go. I'm going to do a dry fit. Right now with the dry fit, it's not wanting to go. Nope. We're going to have to do some carving. I thought so. Alright. So let me just get this hole carved out with my X-Acto blade. Yep, I dug out some Gorilla wood glue. Just get it out of there. Be good. Just about got it. Okay. So let me go ahead and sheathe this blade. And I'm going to try this again. Okay. It's onto the deck now. We have it inserted. So now we're going to do my little trick where I go underneath it and apply the gel control super glue. But let me make sure that the davit's pushed all the way down to the deck first before I do that, and then I'll glue it underneath. Alright. I applied the glue underneath, and now the davit is gluing on. So I'm going to set that up that way. Now I'm really going to have to be careful because I got two fragile davits on this thing. You can see right here, here's the wood and metal plates I was making earlier. They are now dried. Okay, so what's next? Oh, we get to do the skylight. Step 5. Take the skylight 52L and position it over the dome 50C. Do not glue it in place at this stage. If you wish, you can temporarily hold it in place with a piece of masking tape, which is what I'm going to do, because I did that with my last one. So I'm going to take this skylight dome. I'm going to get my tweezers. Hang on a minute here. I'm almost doing a stupid thing again. I gotta cover up my glue before it dries out. I've done that so many times already. Okay. I'm going to take my tweezers and I'm going to lift this tape. And now we're going to take our skylight, press the tape down, there we go. And this is the tape I'm using. It's Tamiya masking tape. Tamiya masking tape. But there we go. And then I'll put this on for a little dry fit. There we go. And with that, we have now completed issue 52. So let me read what it says about the last thing. Completed work. More details have been added to the boat deck. Store the lifeboats, cutter, and LED cable 52A carefully until they are needed. So I've got an LED cable and it's got a name, and I don't want to get this mixed up with all the other LED cables that they've given us through this build, because they've given us a lot. I'm going to take my Tamiya masking tape. I'm going to put it onto the cord And I'm going to do it at an angle, that way I can get it back off easy when it's time for it to come off. Just like that. And then I'm going to write on that tape. So let me figure out what the cable was called. Okay, the cable is 52A. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my Sharpie marker. Hopefully it writes. This Sharpie marker sometimes has a tendency to not write. And it's going to do it again. Hang on a minute. I got to get it working. Okay, there we go. There. 52A. Now I'll remember that that cable is 52A. And then I'm just going to put it away in my storage box. So let me find my storage box. Here it is. You can see right here, my storage box is right here. You see I got a cable right there that I stored away, that it told me to put away. I've got a cable right here that it told me to put away, which is 50A. This is 48E. And now we got 52A. These are 3 cables now. Believe me, you're going to want to keep up with what these cables are. You don't want to get them mixed up. But that's going to do it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I hope y'all are doing safe during these troublesome times. And you all have a blessed one. And when I come back, we will be building issue 53. Which I'll probably start on tomorrow because it's pretty late here right now. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'm going to go ahead and get me some sleep. But until then, you all have a blessed one. And goodbye.